How you guys doing? This is very important, and this person and his people have done these things. The media needs to explain what the royal protocol is in the media of my identity and why it's in all the films, why it's in all the TV shows, and why it's in music videos of the companies that I'm the owner of and commercials and other things in reference to my mother and father's companies, of which I'm the owner of, and my grandparents' companies too. It's a document that ensures the fact that no matter what anybody says, I'm the owner. Nothing's ever for sale. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never, not never, no matter what happens in the world, no matter what, never. That's one thing. But we need the media and the FCC to explain it in a nationwide or international video or something in reference to people understanding what it means. It's a protection document of my identity and my anatomy, too, which means all the teeth damage those people have to get arrested for. It's a very detailed document of my identity, specifically, so nobody can impersonate me, so nobody can get away with stealing my mother and father's estates from me. And it's always never signed, never gave, never sold, never, not never. We'll never do it anyways. They're causing hiccups. And I'm drinking coffee. Hello, Dunkin' Donuts coffee. The satellite man is causing hiccups. And they've been hitting me in the teeth when I've been drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And hello, Starbucks coffee. And hello, Lavazza coffee. I got some of that too. And very important. My arm still hurts and the shoulder still hurts. Main thing's important. And top of my shoulder on this side hurts too. I haven't received any benefits or any lawsuit monies or any insurance from anywhere. Not from any of the studios or the companies of my mother and father, of which I am the owner of. Haven't received nothing at all. But that's basic information. There's law procedures that obviously need to take effect against this type of situation of people stealing from me or depriving me my benefits or whatever. But back to the point of situations. This government man said that I stole his career. This man just communicated this about 10 minutes ago or something, around 7 to 10 minutes ago. This government man claimed that I had stolen his career. Now, some people say, okay, well, what career is that? Somebody say, what is the career of that? I'm the child of my mother and father. I've been a celebrity since the day I was born. I was in productions and movies of my mother and father when I was young, when I was a toddler, when I was a firstborn baby, after so many days or whatever, whenever it was. But, there's even home videos of me and my mother and father at the mansions when I was growing up and when I was little, which obviously people are neglecting to show those. Those are supposed to be seen on a possible pay-per-view type thing or something, or whichever, because the government's going to have to pay me for that in reference to being, the government's going to have to pay me a lot of money for having to force things to go public. Having to, in reference to things being certain pay-per-view type of things, But in reference to the situation, this man tried to claim he thought I stole his career. And I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Whoever the satellite man was that communicated that. The royal protocol is my identity. It's a documentation that says nobody's allowed to block me from being in the media. Because I own the media companies of my parents and grandparents. You understand that, right? But this government man, and other companies, it's documents of other companies. This government man is trying to claim he thought I stole his lifestyle. That's what he communicated. Things like that. He's communicated shit like that in the past. He's communicated he wanted to be he wanted to be the child of my parents. Is what he has communicated before too. I'm the only child of my mother and father. The royal protocol is in the media for a lot of reasons, and that's one of the reasons why it's in the media. There is hard copies of the document, too. There is no way to confuse my identity with anybody else's. The royal protocol even has fingerprint information. So this man has been terrorizing my life, claiming he thought I stole his career. And his career was what? He was trying to steal my identity and trying to claim to be the child of my parents? I mean, this is kind of like strange because, there's like, how many people are on the Hollywood A-list? A few hundred, right? Plus, right? There might be, I'm not sure exactly how many's on there. I have to look it up, but there might be, I don't know if there's 1,000 people or 500 people on the Hollywood A-list or whatever, Some people have retired, some people didn't retire, some people are still in movies and productions or directing or writing in different areas of the entertainment industry or productions. But this government man has tried to steal my inventions. He's been stealing my postal mail. He's tried to steal girls that wanted to date me, girls that I dated. They even kidnapped me from supermodels that I was dating, or a girl, girls can make videos and say what kind of relationships we had, reference to just kind of leaving it at their certain types of opinion of what they want to say, And then I haven't seen any of the videos of anybody. They're censoring it and they're blocking every video that anybody's made in reference to anybody saying hello to me or anything, I haven't seen any of them. Can't find any of them on the internet either. Dunkin' Donuts, the satellite man's choking me. I got coffee and milk in my, or leche or milk, in my coffee. But, the satellite man and these government people have tried to claim that they thought I stole their lifestyle. They thought I stole their career. What is their career? My mother and father owned their own production companies, their own TV stations, radio stations. This man tried to claim he thought I stole his career. Now, what the fuck does that mean? Now, look at my accomplishments, who I am, who my parents are. What movies or TV shows growing up I've been in. This man tried to claim he thought I stole his career. This psycho man in the government. When my parents owned their own production companies. And the role protocols, my identity in the media. In reference to who I am specifically and who my biological parents are. And the fact that the government doesn't have a right blocking me from the media. Doesn't have any right blocking my career from being in movies or modeling or TV shows. And they're not allowed to damage anything on my anatomy. My father had physical damage from satellites. My mother was in court at the Supreme Court too, and the Supreme Court had to make special documents to block anybody from damaging my anatomy, and they were supposed to get prosecuted if they tried to hurt me and my mother, and they were supposed to get prosecuted for what they did to my father. My father was frozen, and my mother got murdered, and then she was frozen. So it's kind of a long story. Those Supreme Court judges need to open up those files and prosecute these people. But this man has consistently been staring at my face. They are on my face all the time. They got my head in like a headlock. Do you understand that? And they're always hitting me in the upper lip and the mouth and the teeth. And this man tried to claim that he thought he'd make up shit, trying to steal my identity. His activity of warping my face, claiming he wanted to be who I am. The man is a psycho. The man is a helter-skelter. The man is freaky. And the government claims they don't know who the man is, right? Or do they know who the man is? The man has to get prosecuted. I can't even live my life because of these thieves and stalkers trying to steal my identity. Now, that's obviously harassment, abuse, and serious crimes of freedom. and serious crimes of a private life that they are blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. I'm the only one who has legal right to live there at those mansions. So who the hell are these people? The deeds department needs to prosecute them too for their trespassing, for their activity of blocking me from my mother and father's mansions. And those people need to go to court. But this man claims that he thought I stole his career. My career is to be me, to be the owner of my mother and father's companies. For me to be in movies and TV shows of directors and writers and cinematographers and modeling of people that know me or people that like me or people that want me in certain TV shows or movies that wrote scripts for me. But then this man claims he thought I stole his career. I don't even know who the freak is. But he's obviously somebody in the American government. And the man needs to get ordered into court, whoever he is.